What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two in the Stink. It's your boy, Rob Stant, and to my right, as always, Jim Gillespie in his beautiful blue shirt. Is that blue? I'm colorblind. Is it like teal?
It's like teal. It's like I'm doing like an accidental like Lois Griffin cosplay right now.
Oh, Peter.
No, that's I'm like, come on. I'm like, do it better.
Oh, Peter.
No, that's Marge.
Homie, that's a Marge.
Oh, homie. Stop cranking that soldier voice.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was really bad. I do it better.
Yeah, you do it better.
Thank you.
Do it better.
Thanks, guys.
Because you're more of a woman.
I've been playing Fortnite recently, and
Gay.
I know. I've been annoying.
As if I didn't actually already play with you.
We have on the Patreon now for the certain tiers. We have a channel now where a gaming channel. So check that out. But anyway, where we play Fortnite with our supporters. But I was gonna say, I've been annoying the fuck out of my friends because like Peter Griffin's in the game now. And like every like 10 minutes in the lobby, I'm like, holy crap, Lois, I'm in Fortnite. Like they just get so mad. Oh, geez, this is worse than the time I got killed in Salty Lake or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Yep. Have they made? You keep up with Family Guy, don't you?
I watch all of it. Yeah.
Have they made any Fortnite references of like?
No.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. I thought they would have done it by now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
You're like,
yeah, I don't fucking know,
leave
dude.
me alone.
Yeah.
Sit closer, buddy.
This is the Leave Me Alone podcast.
I'm like, and if you get closer, you
Jim's
can't.
supposed to be asleep still.
Oh yeah, it is fucking.
I got hammered last night, and it's not your fault. It's my fault.
We've been getting in the habit of recording the podcast day of uploading recently. So this is the day. If you're listening to this,
because
day
believe
one,
it or not, sometimes people have shows.
Yeah, we had 2 shows last night. I was in Del Mar, Delaware, which I didn't think was a real place till I got there. Turns out you can really fucking sell out a room there if nobody has anything to do.
Yeah, that's the thing about comedy is like, it's like an activity that requires you to do so little, except get hammered.
Yeah.
It's like just different enough of an event for people to be like a piece of shit town. They'll all turn up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's some of the best shows I've ever had have been in this like podunk asshole shithole town.
Yeah.
And it's just like they fucking show up by the fistful.
Yeah.
You know, because they just want something to do.
I did comedy in front of the mayor of Del Mar, Delaware last night. Literally talking about fucking my wife's mouth. I'm like, yeah, the mayor gets it. It was a mess, but it was good. It was good. They were a good crowd. The room was really tight. It sat like 100 people. It was like a fucking storage unit that sat like 100 people. It got fucking hot in that fucking room, dude, but it was good. I did like 35 minutes of shit that I haven't posted on social media or YouTube, so it felt good.
I got an email from North Dakota guy.
Oh, yeah. Weren't we supposed to do that show like 2 years ago?
A year ago.
Okay.
A year ago today. I was supposed to headline North Dakota like 3 shows. And like I didn't go. I couldn't go. I had shit. I had COVID and shit, and like it was fucking crazy. And one of the venues was like kind of weird. And it was like in the like first of all, North Dakota, getting around in North Dakota is
You have to take like an Eskimo.
you have to take moose.
Yeah.
Like elk lift.
Yeah. Moose XL.
Yeah.
So you do this full time, or is this
like a yeah?
Is this like, do you like it? What's the weirdest person you've had on your back?
Yeah, Caribou XL.
Yeah, Caribou. I started driving for Lyft.
Everyone knows. It's like, let me finish my story.
Okay. No, but I haven't talked about it in the podcast yet.
I'm just kidding.
No, go ahead.
I didn't have a story.
I know. That's why I stopped you.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Caribou. I wanted.
But anyway, I asked the dude because the whole idea was like, okay, because I couldn't make the show, right? So we were going to reschedule for another time. So I just like, fuck it. I'm trying to fill up my calendar. I emailed the guy, and he goes, hey, just letting you know, we'd love to have you, but we sold 60-something tickets, and we had to refund everybody last time. And I was like, yeah, but like, okay.
What is the venue? Oh, you mean the last time?
Yeah.
They were supposed to have you, and you didn't go.
Yeah.
They sold 60 tickets. I mean, how much were they going to pay you?
They had. I mean, my deal was like $1,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many did the fucking venue seat?
Like probably like 150.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Oh, so they didn't sell enough tickets, or is that
no. I couldn't go.
Oh, so they had to refund everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I couldn't make it.
You should have just gone. Next time you should go.
I wanted to go.
Oh, right, you had COVID.
Yeah, I had
that
fucking
sucks.
COVID.
Yeah. Well, now that doesn't even exist anymore, really.
I know. I should have just lied and not just went sick.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, you should definitely. I would go to North Dakota with you. I'm like, and I'm invited.
You were, but it was a weird.
Yeah, you can come, but like this time, don't.
It was the
first.
It was the first time that I had ever had like a deposit given to me.
Yeah.
Like the one place paid like a $500 deposit.
Did you have to give it back?
Yeah, I did. I had to mail the check back. I was, I was gonna frame the check and everything as my like first like big thing.
Yeah.
My big check.
I still have my first $1 saved in my wallet. I keep it in
Your
a
first
my first $1
that you ever had in your life.
No, the first $1 I made doing comedy.
Oh,
I literally got paid $1. I think I've told the story before.
Was that it where I think it was and at the Lou Room?
The Lou Room in Baltimore.
That's so awesome.
I got paid $1.
I
wasn't supposed to get paid at all.
When I did the Lou Room, I had to follow a comedy troupe.
Like an improv.
Yeah,
I had to do the same thing.
You did?
It was horrible.
Oh my god!
But
apparently,
at the time,
that's like their thing.
Yeah, but at the time, I have very rarely ever like been on stage in front of a real crowd, so it was very exciting. And in my head, like I was like, after the show, I was like, dude, that was the best set I've ever had. I crushed. And I found the tape recently. I was like, oh shit. I watched it. I was just like, nobody was laughing. I was like, what the fuck was I thinking? You're like in your early stages of comedy where you're like you think back, you're like, man, that was a good fucking set, and then you go back and watch it, and you're like, that was horrible.
Dude, I watched this
Maybe I'll
year.
upload it to the Patreon.
I watched my first set ever.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, yeah? You need to put that on the Patreon.
Yeah. And my fucking fat gut is hanging out of the bottom of my sweater, and it's disgusting.
You were a fucking idiot back then.
Yeah, actually, I got laughs. It's like really funny. I was actually killing. People were like, whoa, who is that?
No, it wasn't when you had Bell's palsy, was it?
No, this was my first ever.
It was a Soldiers.
Ever time doing stand up. We were outside.
Oh yeah.
We were outside. They were building the dome.
Oh, that's right.
And we were outside.
Shout out to Soldiers.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I think the first time I ever did stand up was at this place called the R Lounge in Wilmington, Delaware, and it stood for Rebel Lounge, which I didn't know.
Retard Lounge.
Yeah. I got there, and it was like I guess I'd never done comedy before, so I expected it to be like a show. Like people were gonna be there, there's gonna be a stage and all this shit. Like, and I got there, it was literally just a bar. It was like it was a very urban bar, we'll put it that way, in Wilmington, Delaware.
Just say it's actually almost like more offensive if you just don't say black people.
It was an all black bar.
Why are people so fucking weird? Urban. Stop saying urban. I've had black people say urban to me.
Yeah.
Like I do a lot of black rooms for comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It just is what it is. I do a lot of black rooms. Black people jive with my shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, cause I'm like, the fuck you doing? I was like, I literally just, I'm like, I just do crowd work and fuck around and they like the high energy thing.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of black rooms and I've had like dudes that book me on and he goes, I'm gonna let you know now. These are some urban rooms. I'm like, are they black rooms or not? Are they black?
Yeah.
Urban to me means like trendy young like
yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like I don't even know like what urban to me doesn't mean anything. Say
Yeah.
black.
I guess yeah.
So can you just say what it is?
Yeah.
Why do we have to like code?
Yeah.
It makes no fucking. Are the people in the room black? And he's like, gulp. It's like the fuck.
So yes, yeah, I get it.
It's like so fucking annoying. Urban. That's more offensive than just being like they're.
Oh my god. You're so
No, I'm not.
I knew it was
You can
coming.
say it. You can say it when you fucking aren't doing it with malice.
Okay.
It's more offensive saying urban. It's like really annoying. Drives me nuts.
Nice, dude. That's gonna be we'll make that a reel.
Okay, fine, sure. And they respected him for it.
Let me screenshot that timestamp. That's great.
Cool, thanks. You can just bleep it.
I definitely bleep it. What do you think? I'm gonna leave that in? You fucking dumb retard.
No, I'm saying you don't like edit it out.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, of course not.
Someone's gonna like freeze frame my mouth.
Yeah. Oh no, that's getting a big black bar over it.
You should just put a black thing over my whole body.
I'm literally putting a picture of Morgan Freeman over your mouth while you say it.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, that beats whatever the fuck story I was gonna tell.
No, isn't that annoying though?
It is.
I made a valid point.
You did make a valid point.
I said a bad word, but I made a valid point.
But you made a really valid point.
I just hate that. I hate the stupid the hoop jumping that people do just to tell you information anymore.
Yeah.
Stop trying to sound cool.
Now it's like saying black is like a bad
corporate
word.
lingo.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Urban.
It's very now.
It's like the other day I was at my thought shower and me and my conglomerate we were getting together and all of us we were doing a thought shower and we were trying to synergize.
Is a thought shower a real thing?
Yeah, and we were trying to synergize.
What the fuck is a thought shower?
We were me and a bunch of my spearheaders got together and we were synergizing and we were trying to, I'm really into corporate lingo recently. And I was doing a thought shower and everything was coming together and we were trying to find our pain point. And it's literally all it means is let's fire the blacks. The warehouse people should make less. That's literally all it means. It's all that means. It's all that means. Corporate jargon is evil and hilarious.
Yeah, it's true. And they talk about diversity and stuff. It's like that's literally just saying like we need more blacks in the office.
Yeah, it's like no, it's like hire the Indian girl. Does she stink? Yes. Does her food stink? Double yes. Do we need her for the picture on the wall of the office? Triple yes. So it's yeses across the board for you, Prishna. Welcome to the team. It's not even a name. That's not a name.
I mean, that's
whatever, dude. Like what people suck, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sick of white fear and like gayness.
I've been in the corporate world for
I've never even been in it. This is all
just. And you're absolutely right. That's
I know it's like. Crazy.
I was in like corporate for like 5 years.
Yeah,
and it was dude, I had a job interview recently for this like gig that was supposed to be a slam dunk. And they said I was overqualified.
That's the best.
So now I'm driving for Lyft.
Yeah, now you're overqualified and under arrest because you're drunk driving.
Yeah, that's funny. They saw my like resume or whatever, and I slam dunked the interview. I was like, I didn't even want the job. I was like, I really don't want this.
They were like, I don't know why they didn't want me, except for the part where I explicitly said I didn't want it.
No, I know how to like fake my way through an interview, but like I did really well in the interview, and then afterwards I was like, man, like I really don't fucking want this job, but I did really good. So I was like upset with myself. I was like, man, I did good, but fuck, I did good. And then afterwards, I got like an email saying like, "Hey, like we decided to go through the candidates, yada yada." Mm-hmm. And then I was like, "What the fuck happened?" So I texted my sister, who was like friends with like the hiring manager or whatever, and the hiring manager was like, "Oh, we looked at his resume. He's overqualified. We were worried that he would drop the position as soon as something better came up." And I was like, "How dare them make such an accurate guess?" Like. They're 100% right. It was supposed to
the whole thing is like my whole thing is like I'm looking for stupid, dumb, mindless daytime work.
Yeah.
So I could focus all of my energy in my nighttime passion.
Yeah.
So there is no risk of you leaving it for something better because you just want daytime work.
Exactly.
So I think you're going to have to be direct with that with people. Yes, I might be overqualified, but here's the sitch.
Yeah, I need to be like, yeah. Well, the problem was the job was 9 to 6.
That is the other thing. That's the real crux.
Because 9 to 6, if you have a gig at fucking 8 o'clock in Washington, D.C., and you're in Wilmington, Delaware, hey, guess what? Guess what? You got to fucking leave at 1. So that's why I'm trying to do, like, I'm doing Lyft right now, and it's great because the hours are flexible. And on top of that...
Okay, here's a question.
Uh-huh.
When you do Lyft, are you able to do Lyft in every state?
Yeah. You go all...
So you could just drive to DC and work the whole day?
Probably, yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I don't think so. Don't quote me on that. I haven't tried it yet, but as far as I can tell, like I don't think there's like restrictions with shit like DoorDash and like it's so sad that with 2 master's degrees I have this knowledge. With DoorDash,
big fucking yikes.
Yeah, with DoorDash, you can only pick like a certain region in your area, and if you go out of that region, it's like, hey, you got to get back. What are you doing?
You're like a perfect combination of like everything from our generation.
Yeah, you think so?
You live with your mom. You're 29. You're already married. You've covered in tattoos. You have 2 master's degrees and you drive Lyft. You're like literally this generation guy.
Yeah, I'm the mascot for this generation.
Yeah, you're the mascot for this generation.
I have a podcast.
Microwave food made you short. It's all this shit. Like it's like it's everything. You're everything.
Microwave food made you short.
It's exactly what this generation is, dude.
Yeah, I just and I was just like, I don't know. I'm making enough with like I think Lyft by itself. If I did that, I would fucking kill myself. But I make enough with comedy right now and Lyft where it's like manageable. And it's like, it keeps me going.
So once you start making a little bit of cashish from comedy,
it's like, yeah,
it's like really cool because then you can factor that into your fucking budget.
I know. Yeah.
So it's
nice.
like, I just need a supplement. I don't need a fucking, you know what I mean? I don't need a fucking number one.
Yeah.
Comedy's number one.
If comedy can pay my important bills, then the rest of shit is just fucking
fodder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to get a job that allows me to have savings because really that's the name of the game.
You need like a 7 to 3. That's like the ideal schedule.
I had that, and then they cut my hours in half.
Yeah, that sucks.
And then I literally wasn't getting enough. It just wasn't enough. And I had a 7 to 3. It was sick. I want a 7 to 3.
I had it made in the
I
shade.
do 8 to 4 would be clutch.
The job I had in corporate, it's probably why they let me go, honestly. I was 1 to 400 people who got laid off. I would show up. I was supposed to be in at like 7:30. I would roll in like 9 a.m. I'd roll in like 9 a.m. and then I would stay in the office till 4. So I'd do 9 to 4, and then the last hour I would clock out at home. I'd spend the last hour at home. So I was really only in the office for a little bit. And then they were like, "Hey, we're eliminating your position." And like I was really like, "Yeah, that makes sense." I was I get. No, I was like, "I get it." I was like, "Yeah, I totally get it." I was like, "That makes 100% sense." But I just need, as long as the bills are paid, Britt seems to be happy. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to keep that train rolling. I'm like, I pay both. I'm trying to like pay both of our bills. I'm like, so she'll really be happy, you know?
Wow.
That's a big move I'm trying to make.
Keep on sucking. She's like Gus, the most famous pound hog in Greenway. I don't know.
Bought myself another fucking wet tongue for a month. Thank God.
Thank God. I mean,
that's all
listen,
I'm trying to do.
The second you go from getting head to not getting it, it makes you want to cry.
I know.
Believe me.
That's my thing. I'm like, I need to keep this fucking train rolling.
It's like, you
why not? Yeah.
You go from getting your dick sucked every day to like not at all.
I came home last night. I didn't get home till fucking like 12:30, and she was like trying to like fool around. I was like, I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed. I was like, I worked all day, and I said that, and it was real, because I drove in the morning.
She rolled her eyes.
She was like, I'm like, no. I'm like, I worked. I had to do.
I sat down.
I had to
for hours. I hope you know.
I
hope you know I had a McDouble and it hurt.
I had to pretend I care about what strangers have to say for way too long.
It was hard.
Yeah, I did a lot of small talk, and then I did.
If I was a Lyft driver, I'd be like, "Don't you have headphones, you fucking loser?"
And then I did comedy in front of the mayor of Delmar, Delaware.
Are you serious? You should have got a key to the city. There's like 18 people there.
I should have got a key to his house.
Yeah,
that would have been nice.
Was he hot?
He was old.
Like
there was like
I'm like, that doesn't answer my question. I'm like, now I'm more interested to hear if he's hot.
He had a little bit of an Epstein look to him, which was
he's hot. Epstein was hot. I could definitely. I would have ended up on that island if he like talked to me for like 2 seconds. I would have been like, island. That sounds like pina coladas. And he's like, pina colada. I've got all the coladas.
Private jet.
Colada pin. I don't know.
That's funny.
Colada pin. Anyway, this drink made me sleepy. Pina colada pin. I don't know.
Pina colada pin.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Pina colada pin.
All right, that's the name of the episode.
Yeah, I'll spell it for you.
Yeah, thanks. I'm like, how do you spell that so I can put it in the title? I'm like, you've done Klonopin. How do you spell it?
Klonopin.
Is it mandatory to say with a Delco accent?
Yeah, Klonopin. Klonopin. Klonopin.
I'm waiting for the
big
day.
Klonopin guy.
I'm waiting for the day where I drive for Lyft and I get a ping that's you in my area.
I was gonna say you should see if I ordered a Lyft at my house to see if you were near it. If I ordered a Lyft near my house,
it would absolutely give it to me.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'd be in
maybe
the
we'll
area.
do that.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Never.
Never.
Just
ever.
kidding. Never ever.
Yeah. I got in a Lyft once, and this guy, one of the times I got in a Lyft from Philly to my house. This guy, he was like, hey, how much is this ride? Because obviously Lyft takes their cut out of it, whatever. Mm-hmm. So he was like, how much is Lyft charging for this? And I was like, I don't know, like $30. He was like, you want to do it off the books for $25? I was like, sure. So then I canceled the ride and I Venmoed him $25, and he took me to my house. I'm like, this guy's a hustler.
This guy's smart.
I would do that if it was a long ass ride, because Lyft does.
If he does that 5 times, he makes you know what I mean?
Yeah, you make like way more than fucking. It's smart. It's totally elite, fucking against their fucking like. Obviously,
are you gonna do it though?
Oh, 100,000,000%. Yeah, dude. If I get a ride, I'm not gonna do it for like a ride that's down the block. It's not worth it. But like to save like $3. But if it's like if I take somebody far, because I've had a couple rides where it's like fucking like 45, 50 minutes, and I'm like, oh well, you know. But like
do this off the books.
Yeah, I would do it with like somebody who like I don't want to be like me turning around looking at them the way I look like hey, you want to do this off the record?
Nobody knows where you're at.
Yeah, nobody knows where you're at.
Hey.
I've been out in Westchester picking up drunk dudes. I'm like, how's that bar? Is it good? And they're like, oh yeah, it's fucking.
Oh, they pour it in the cup and then you drink it.
They pour it in the cup. I'm like, wow, I've never been. Oh, you gotta do it.
How's that bar? It's like, well, you pay.
You get hammered, and dude, it's like
the second now it's like the second somebody's like, I'm like, how's the bar? They're like, well, you gotta pay. I'm like, I'm out.
That sucks.
I'm out.
Yeah, that's rough. Out. Didn't you get in a lift and somebody had a fucking taser or some shit?
Yes, dude. The lady fucking pissed her taser, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And she was like, "My bad." I was just fucking around with it. She was like, zzz. I was like, what?
I keep pepper spray on me.
Yeah,
yeah.
I would love to see. I would love for you to get beat the fuck up after pepper spraying somebody because it doesn't hurt that bad. He beats you the fuck up so bad. He's like, but I pepper sprayed him. It just made my beating worse. All it did was make my beating more severe.
That's funny as shit. It's true too.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Somebody pulls a gun on me.
You pepper sprayed somebody, dude. I could see you. Yeah.
Somebody pulls a gun on me, I pepper spray them and get shot in the face. Like, fuck. I need to get my concealed carry.
No more Chester.
Yeah, I full that. Guess what, brother? That's where a lot of the people are taking rides.
That's only because that's where you live. I know that.
Well, I've moved out. I mean, I've drive.
Go to where I live.
Yeah,
the main line.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you could literally just drive the length of Lancaster Avenue and just pick people up constantly all the time.
Yeah, maybe I will do that. I don't mind. I mean, everybody.
And they're rich and they'll tip.
Yeah, everybody I've picked up so far has been really nice and tipped, so it's good. Because I'm like,
Chester?
Yeah. It's one lady. She's like, "Can you stop at Wendy's?" I was like, "Sure." I went through the Wendy's drive-through, and she handed me $10 cash. I was like, "Thanks." Mm-hmm. And then she was like ordering. It's funny.
You're like, also fries?
I'm like, yeah, $10 and a soda
and fries.
Yeah.
I actually asked a guy to stop at 7-Eleven one time because I wanted to get blunts on the way to my. I was going to a hookup.
Did he do it?
Yeah, and he did it, and I was like about to hit, and he goes, "Hey," I was like, "Hey, what's up?" He goes, "You grab me some chips."
Oh, really?
I was like, "Sure." I was like, "What kind?" He says, "Surprise me."
That's funny.
And so I grabbed him like these like spicy chips because he was black, and he was like, I gave them to him. He was like he hated them. I was like, okay, picky. Surprise me. I should have got him a fucking can of worms.
That's, I mean,
so stupid. Surprise me. I'm like, okay.
Don't say surprise me if you don't want to.
I'm like, you're black.
Yeah.
You eat hot chips.
It's like, dude.
Was that a bad assumption? I mean, I grew up with that logic.
Sounds about right.
I mean, shit. I could have gotten barbecue chips, but like, you know what I mean?
Sour cream and onions, the safest bet. You should have gone with that.
You think so?
Yeah.
He said surprise me. It didn't sound
like... I mean
like...
sour cream and onion.
No, it doesn't.
It's like when I ask Britt, where do you want my cum? It's like, you know the answer. If you say anywhere you want, you know what I really want.
No, surprise me is like... You would just say... If you wanted sour cream and onion or plain, you would have been like, whatever.
Yeah, but...
You say whatever if you want something like that's a whatever. Chip.
Yeah, whatever.
Surprise me is like care a little.
Oh yeah.
Put some thought into it.
Oh, it's like if I was like, yo, can you give me some candy? And you're like, what do you want? I'm like, surprise me, and you got me a fucking whatchamacallit bar, whatever the fuck.
I mean, you like those.
I like
you like the who's it what's it?
The who's it what's it? Yeah. I like the Wonka Donks for making up candy.
No, the whatchamacallit has like a brother called like a who's it what's it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. I thought you were just making shit up.
No, I swear to God.
Oh,
I'm like, come on, do I make stuff up?
Come on, we're talking candy.
We're talking. Yeah, I don't kid about candy.
Yeah.
I'm serious about two things: gay fucking and chocolate, and in that order.
And sometimes they're combined.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't call that chocolate.
The chocolate ain't so sweet, brother.
Yeah, it's bitter. It's baker's chocolate.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm more of like a Sour Patch guy. That's my thing.
Oh, you're a fruity candy?
Yeah, I come home.
Well, you are a fruity man.
Thanks, man.
You're like, cool.
I'm like, awesome. I needed
Glad
that.
you're here.
Needed that. Really needed that.
Needed that
today.
Rob's like, you know what? You know how I'd like to start my Saturday by getting my masculinity tear down.
Yeah.
Teared.
By getting my masculinity done tear down.
I'm a retard.
You done tear down my masculinity.
What's cool about me is I should be living in a fishbowl. I'm a fucking moron with no thoughts.
Yeah, dude. Your house should be a little castle with bubbles coming out of it.
It should, dude. I should have a treasure chest that goes like this constantly. I'm such a fucking piece of shit who should die.
You should be fed once a day.
Yeah, it's like flakes. it's like water surface flakes.
Yeah, why aren't your lips doing this right now?
Oh, they're gonna later.
Yeah, nice.
They're gonna later when I get pounded out. Just kidding.
You got a little date later?
I don't.
Oh, you're gonna go see a play soon, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Walnut Street Theater and see Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. It's a drama comedy.
Okay.
And it's 3 hours long, and I'm going to try not to snore. I've never been to the theater, so I'm really excited to like get all dressed up and like sneak a flask in.
Are you gonna go I was gonna say you're gonna go sober. You're definitely not going sober, right?
I don't do anything sober.
Yeah,
It's hard enough to get me out of the house already. I get lured out with like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like if I was gonna go to a fucking play, I would just take like edibles or mushrooms or something.
So they wand you down at the door.
Uh-huh.
I have a plastic flask.
Nice. I'm like we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's
they make like flip flops and shit that have like flasks built into them too.
yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like look at my annoying flip flop that the bouncer definitely knows about.
Yeah, why is this guy sucking on his flip flop?
Hold on. Wait, that's not that weird.
Yeah.
That's not weird.
It's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal and cool.
I did crowd work on this lady, this black couple last night, and this girl. I was doing like the kinky bit, like I was like asking these people, and then like the couple behind them was like laughing real hard, and I was like, I know you guys get down. I was like, I know you're snacking on her ankle.
Snacking on her
ankle. I was like, he's in the group chat like, yo, my girl leg tastes like a smoked turkey leg. I don't know, man. It was crazy. I was like, I know you sucking the meat off that ankle bone.
Yeah.
And they were like, she was like.
I did crowd work to a bunch of teachers last night, and it got super repetitive. The whole front row was teachers. It was like, I was like, what do you do for work? Like, teacher. I was like, fucking, what is this? Like a
say teacher 3 times, Jay Yoder appears.
Yeah, teacher in the mirror. Yeah. Teacher.
That, and if you click 2 cheesesteaks together 3 times, he'll also appear. Hey guys.
Our buddy, shout out to our buddy.
Jay Yoder always seems like he just ran to tell you news about cheese. They just dropped this new cheese.
Jay Yoder is our good.
You heard of Cooper Sharp, right? They somehow made it sharper. They somehow got it sharper.
Oh shit!
Jay Yoder learned how to sharpen Cooper Sharp.
Look up Jay Yoder on Instagram. He's the man.
He's our favorite.
He's fucking. We did the same fucking open mics together, and now he's doing like literal theaters. He's on tour.
Jay Theaters.
What was it? Board teachers.
The Board Teachers comedy tour.
Yeah.
They picked up our buddy Jay Yoder, who's like one of the most talented comedians we know.
One of the most genuine dududes and just hilarious.
Just wholesome.
Like if anybody.
Extremely funny. He's clean. He's like mostly a clean comic, but off stage, big racist, huge racist.
Don't say
and that's
that.
what I like.
That's not true. Don't.
And
say
that's
that.
what I like.
He would
love that.
No.
He would co-sign that. He would co-sign that, like he did my car.
He's great. He's one of the people like who are worth rooting for.
Yeah.
It's like you're like if there's anybody. What was that?
I don't know. Saying rooting is like shut up.
What word would you use?
You don't root for anyone.
I root for you.
No, you don't.
I root for us. Like go us.
Go Bobby.
Go me.
Shut up. God.
Okay.
Shut up. Don't root for people.
Yeah.
That's how you put pressure on them.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think pressure makes diamonds, honey.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You don't believe in that?
Pressure makes anxiety poop.
That's actually, yeah.
Pressure makes anxiety poops.
Yeah.
You know what pressure does? Make you quit.
Make you quit?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
What do you ever like? What triggers like your like panic attacks? Because you get them too, don't you?
I had one the other day.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was with you actually.
Yeah.
And I like disappeared to go have a panic attack. I was like, where the fuck was I? Where were we?
We were at Fat Lady.
Yeah, I went downstairs. I was having a panic attack.
Speaking of which, Fat Lady Brewing this Friday in Manayunk. Come check it out.
I had to go put my headphones in and sit down for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because my head was spinning.
Oh. I get panic attacks and like
I'll get a text from a family member I don't like.
Oh no.
And I'm like, blah.
What gives me panic attacks is food courts. I don't know why. I think it's because it's overstimulating. There's so many fucking. Maybe I'm just autistic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of smells and a lot of people, and it freaks me out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that autism?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I autistic?
You've got something.
I got something.
You have something.
Okay.
It doesn't have to have a name, but it's like there's something there.
There's something there.
You know? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think everybody's got a little bit of the tism.
I think people are obsessed with that right now.
Yeah, it's like the new trend.
Here's the thing. Some people are just weird, and there doesn't have to be like a thing where they're like, it's a disease. Yeah. Autism is a disease.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I got it.
Yeah, and I have it.
It's a disease, and who wants some?
Everyone's like, I have autism. It's like, no, you're fucking weird.
Yeah,
you
it's
smell.
Like, it's like you collect fucking Legos.
You don't have a disease. You smell.
You like to build Legos. It's fine.
Why can't
fine.
you? Why do you have to have this like long-winded explanation about like?
Why can't you just build fucking Legos?
Just enjoy it. People always have to have I like this because I blah. It's like just why don't you just like something?
Yeah.
Why there's like a war on just enjoying things.
Yeah. People crave to have an identity. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, also they also what they're really craving is adoration and the perception from other people that what they're doing is cool and matters.
Yeah.
And that's social media.
Oh, social media is like, if I didn't do comedy or anything, I wouldn't fuck with social media, but I feel like it's a necessary evil.
Yeah, I mean, I always fucked with social media. I just thought it was fun to like put shit out there.
Yeah.
And see how people respond because you build a rapport that way.
I used to make you remember Rage comics?
Yeah.
Remember the fucking thing? Remember those?
Yeah,
way back in the day.
They all become like memes now.
Yeah, they were like, it was like the OG memes.
Yeah,
I used to make Rage comics on that website, Funny Junk.
Oh wow!
And that was like my first I was like one of like the top like 10 most subscribed like content creators on like the website, and that was my first like exposure to like content creation on social media, and like man, it's just crazy to think like how
my first brush with social media was my parents let me have a Facebook when my brother got one.
Yeah,
I bitched and moaned so hard when he got his MySpace that they let me have one. So, but what they didn't know was I would stay up all night and add so when I was a little kid, people would make on MySpace, they would make like fan pages of pro wrestlers, but they would it would look like it was them.
Oh, okay.
So I thought if I was messaging if I was adding like Edge on Facebook, I thought I was talking to Edge. So I'm like up in the middle of the night messaging this like fan page, asking if he's if he's down to come to my birthday party that's like not actually happening.
Hey, it's Edge here. If you're a real fan, write Edge on your foot and send it to me.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Edge here.
Social media is dangerous with no oversight because I was like messaging grown adults as a little kid, like, "Are you coming over?" Like,
do you think social media is getting safer or more dangerous?
I think both can be happening at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I think there's
because it's always expanding because of AI.
Oh, that's scary.
But it's also like as it grows, more safeguards get created.
I used AI the other day to generate a new thing that I'm gonna start selling as merch. I was like, make this object and turn it into a sticker, and it was like took like 10 seconds and it made it. I was like, that's
cool?
Scary. Yeah. I have a joke about not being able to reach a box of cereal in the grocery store.
I've never heard that one.
You haven't?
No.
Really?
No.
I said, fuck that guy. That one. I go, I couldn't reach a box of cereal. Are you doing a bit right now, or you pretend you haven't heard my jokes?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. You
faggot. You're excited to tell it.
I was excited to tell it.
But I'm gonna fucking kill yourself right now.
The sticker. It's gonna be a box of cereal. It says Short Kings. And it's like the name of the cereal.
Oh, like Captain Crunch.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna Short Kings. I made it. You want to see a picture of it?
Yeah, it's actually really funny. I'm like, make my merch.
I did AI to make it. AI made that. Isn't that like amazing? Took literally like 2 minutes.
Can you do merch for me?
Yeah. What would your merch be?
Large gut, big titties.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, I don't know because AI is like you said.
Yeah,
titties.
but you can do you can do that thing where it's like you kind of open the AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where you could type like more like fucked up shit into it.
How do you open it?
There's like a whole like thing. You type this like phrase in, and it's like it like unlocks.
Oh.
Yeah.
You'll have to teach me that afterwards. I'm like, generate a picture, a realistic
Generate a picture of me, oil on canvas, hugging Selena Gomez's feet.
I was literally going to say like the same exact thing. I was going to say, hey, we hang out too much.
No, I just know. I live inside your head. Rent's cheap. And it's very spacious.
Yeah, there's a lot of room up there.
Yeah.
I was going to say photorealism picture of Selena Gomez barefoot. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I said oil on canvas.
Oil on canvas. I hang it over my fucking mantle.
Fireplace?
Yeah.
Do you have a fireplace?
No. My grandma...
This house has everything but a fireplace.
It has a chimney. We had a fireplace. We got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just like a chimney that goes nowhere.
Nice.
Yeah. My grandma had a
That's where you keep the cum socks?
Yeah, that's where I just lob them up there. I play wall ball with them.
Yeah, sometimes they stick to the sides. Like,
yeah. They fall down like a fucking... Ew.
You've never come into a sock.
No, I've never busted. I told you
you tried it though, right? You put lube into a sock and tried to fuck it?
No, I had this washcloth in the shower that I used to like get pregnant as a kid. I used to fucking I used to fucking raw dog that thing. I get soap and
the stool is the best.
I'd get like Dove soap and I'd fucking the stool. Did I tell you that story?
You told me and John.
Yeah, I had a fur stool that I used to hump. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I had like.
I'm trying to think if I had like a fuck object.
I've told this story on other podcasts. I don't know if I told it. My mom bought me the PSP, right? She bought me this whole PSP kit, and it came with this like cleaning cloth,
and the cloth was
super soft. And I fucking
the first you felt it, and we're like, you know who would like this, Mr. Winky.
Yeah, dude,
my fucking bird.
But other than that, I was like,
nice.
Yeah, I jerked off inside of a condom once to see if it would be like. I'm like, how does this feel? And afterwards, I just felt sad. I was like, why? I'm like, I'm alone. Now I have to get rid of this. It was funny, too, because I was at, like, I remember I was, like, 16, and I went to, like, the Wawa to buy a pack of condoms, because I was going on vacation.
Condoms at Wawa is super funny.
Yeah.
Especially if you see the cashier every day.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, okay. Just kidding. They would never.
I was 16. I bought condoms because I was, like, going on, like, a family vacation. And I was like, I'm gonna get laid. Like that was I was like, this is gonna be American Pie in my head, right? So I went and bought like condoms, and I was at the Wawa, and like everybody was like, okay, safe sex. Like this black lady behind me, she was like, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, yeah, and I went home, and I was like, well, I gotta see if they work. So I put it on, and I beat off into the condom, and then I didn't use condoms again for like another like 3 years. Didn't get laid till I was 18.
Yeah, I found condoms in my grandpa's car when I was like 11 or 12.
Yeah,
I put them on. Mm-hmm. I opened all of them.
You like put them on your fingers?
I put one down my arm. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
because I had never fucking played with them before. So I used to work at CVS and they sell a lot of sex products there, like lubes and shit and condoms.
Of course, brother, I've been there.
I'm like, you should check it out.
Yeah,
you should check it out. You should check out
I've had my fair share at CV.
You should check out the flagship store in Woonsocket, Rhode Island.
What do they have?
It's just the corporate office.
Okay.
I just know where it's at 'cause they have my pay stubs. No, but when I worked there, I used to like people would buy condoms and shit and lube all the time. This one time, this young kid came up with like this little bottle of lube and a bunch of other shit like and condoms, and I grabbed the condoms and I was like, I'm gonna need to see your ID.
Oh, really?
And he was like he turned like beet red. And I was like, dude, I'm just kidding. You're all right.
That's funny.
Yeah. And so like me and my coworker were like literally like shitting our pants laughing after he like walked out the door because he was like, I was like, I'm gonna need to see some ID. And he was like, he's like, I don't have it. I was like, I'm just fucking with you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was sweating, dude.
Yeah, because you don't need ID to buy
No,
condoms.
it's a dumb fucking concept, but I'm gonna need
some ID for these. What I don't like about condoms is how they're always loose and like falling off your dick. You know?
What I don't like about condoms is that when you eat
put
them
on,
when you eat them, they come out whole still.
What I don't like about condoms is wearing them.
They're awful.
They're horrible.
I mean, I keep them on so I don't get AIDS.
If you guys haven't raw dogged yet, try it. It's the best.
You should raw dog sometimes if you're certain that your partner doesn't have AIDS.
Oh yeah. Once me and Britt were like 5 years, and I think we were dating for like 3 years, and then she got on birth control, and I was like, whoa. I was like, why have we not been doing this since the beginning?
I was talking to my buddy about pause.
Oh, like pausing people?
Yeah, pausing like people like having sex like positive, like undetectable.
Oh, okay.
Like I hooked up with a guy that told me afterwards that he was positive and undetectable.
Okay.
But it was afterwards, so I was still mad because he told me after.
Okay.
You can't, if you're undetectable, that means that you can't transmit the virus. But at one point, you were positive. So it's like
fucking tell me.
I'm still scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he told me after.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
I've never spoke to him again.
Yeah.
But I was talking to my buddy, and he's gay, and he was like, sometimes those pause people, they're the best at sex. I was like, yeah, because they fucking do it without any caution. And that's why they're in the situation they're in.
Yeah. They know how
to do it. It's like, yeah, they do it so much they're sick. They're sick about it.
Yeah. I love it. I haven't worn condoms in like fucking forever. It's just I don't want to go back. I think
why would you?
Yeah, well my wife, she's going to she has the implant in her arm.
You got to figure out pulling out.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I mean, pre-cum can get you pregnant too.
I know, but we're Christians. If it happens, it happens. After my first kid, the second one's gonna be like, if he happens, he happens.
Really?
And then after that, I'll start being more concerned because like 2 is like that's what like I'm good with 2.
It's crazy.
And
it was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna have a kid. It's gonna be fun.
That's crazy. I want no part of that.
You want no part?
Not at all.
You don't gotta worry for a while. I'm not even planting the seed till August.
I know. And then like 2025, it's gonna be like a rugrat running around.
Like leave it. Get out of the fucking podcast room. Get out of the podcast. Daddy's saying cum jokes.
I'm like, it was nice knowing you, Rob.
You know what? I do
crank out a kid. You start talking about fatherhood. I'm like, huh?
You know what I do think. You know what I do think about. I think about like all the shit I've posted online.
This entire house is just full of hobbies that you started and gave up.
What do you mean?
So I can't wait to have a kid. I can't wait for you to be tired with the kid.
No.
And I teach you how to throw a football.
I worry. I don't worry about it, but I think about like when my kid is fucking like 20, and like he like is he gonna like find my shit online? But wait, that's my dad talking about fucking my mom's mouth.
Listen to Big J Okerson talk about that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What did he have to say about it?
Well, he has a daughter that's like a teenager, and he's like a nationally touring headliner, comedian, raw material, gross. She know they're gonna know.
Yeah,
they're gonna know.
Fair point.
So you need to. Basically, it's all about how you approach it.
Well, my nephew, he's like 11, and he's getting curious now. He wants to see my shit, and I'm like, I know he's gonna get to an age.
He already has.
Yeah, you think so?
I know he has.
He's already looked it up on YouTube.
Yeah, why the fuck wouldn't he?
That's true.
Why the literally fucking would he not?
Yeah, he's probably learning a lot of shit. Yeah, okay.
You're like, Uncle Bobby's cool.
Uncle Bobby talks about his wiener a lot.
Yeah. Mom, am I gonna do that? And she's like, yep.
This was his first Christmas where he his last Christmas was Santa. I think I already talked about that.
Yeah, yuck.
Yeah,
sucks.
Soon I told her, I was like, he's getting that age where you need to start knocking on his door before you walk in.
She's like, stop.
She's like, stop. He's my baby boy. I'm like, all right.
He's gonna be skull fucking. I'm like, literally like that PSP.
He's gonna fuck everything. Do not give him anything soft from the ages of 12 to 15.
No, do it.
Oh, that's true.
You don't want him like jamming his dick in the dishwasher. You don't want to make a weird kid, you know?
What's the weirdest thing you've like fucked as a kid?
I was just thinking about like I didn't have a fuck object.
You didn't have any? Nothing?
No, I was over sexualized as a child. I was sexually assaulted as a child.
Oh,
so
okay.
My brain was like not with it.
I had like the original like iPod, like the original like iPod Touch with a screen, like like the iPhone, but just the iPod.
Yeah. I started watching porn in middle school. I started jerking off. Like I started watching like TV porn, and that's when I kind of like discovered like J&O.
Oh, okay.
J&O.
J&O.
Jerking off.
Yeah. JOI. You ever watch jerk off instruction videos?
I have.
It's like, I want you to come in 10. I'm like, okay.
It's like, she says
9.
10. I'm like, now, 10, now, 8.
Those videos are fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are good videos. Yeah. I've like countdown videos. You can find, dude. There's like porn on TikTok, but like
I've watched like tantric porn where it's like everything's like it's like very like slow. No, it's like barely anything happens for like an hour.
Tantric porn.
Yeah, it's like she's like giving him a hand job, but like instead of like just like jerking him off, she's like doing all sorts of like weird shit to his dick. It's like hilarious. But it's not for everyone, and it's like not for me either. But I just wanted to watch it. I'll watch anything.
I like there's
I have a video in my Pornhub that I used to watch of this woman who like had a gaping asshole, and so she hooked up a microphone and put the microphone in her butthole, like this, like literally one of these,
in her butthole?
Like in her butthole, and it was just like literally you could like hear her intestines like doing stuff.
Oh, that sounds like a fucking nightmare.
I watched it like 500 times.
Really?
Yeah, just like thinking like just how awesome it was. The same woman I watched people eat a bowl of cereal out of her rectum.
Ew.
She used this thing to pry her butt open, and they poured a bunch of Fruit Loops in it, and then milk. And then this other hot chick ate the cereal and milk out of her butthole.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
No, it's not.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's not. It's passion.
That sounds fucking horrible.
You do that with me, right?
I mean, I would if I had to.
Yeah,
if I had to save your life, I would eat Fruit Loops out of your ass. But that's
the nicest thing I've ever heard someone say.
That's the only.
That's a real.
That's the only time that would happen.
Yeah, it's a real.
I
talk about that video. This is like the 5th podcast I've talked about that video on.
my buddy, he used to send me a video. It was this girl. She'd go, you know what I love? Cake farts.
Cake farts.
Cake farts. Do we say it at the same time?
Yeah, I knew. You know what I love? Cake farts. You know why? Because I know that video.
Look up cake farts online. It's literally the funniest fucking thing. It's literally just a chick putting her butthole in the cake and then going and farting
hard.
Yeah,
farting hard. I'd love to say that video isn't hot, but it's the hottest thing. It's the hottest thing I've ever seen.
It's the way it starts. You know what I love? Cake farts.
And I'm like, bitch, me too.
Sure. This episode's called Cake Farts, or is it Pina Colada? Which one's funnier?
Who knows? Let's keep going. Maybe we'll find a third one.
Yep. Yeah, damn, dude. This episode's gonna have fucking 3 names.
Like an assassin. Like, this episode's gonna kill a president. Yeah. It has 3 names.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what other like weird porn I've seen.
Ah, man, I've watched like some really fucked up shit. Like I've watched scat porn. I've watched piss stuff.
No, I'm good on that.
I watched a video the other day that was like, it was like a really good like video. Like the couple was like, they were both hot, and it was like a good video. But then the dude like pulled his dick out and like came on her face, right, and then washed the cum off with a big piss.
Ew.
And I was like, I didn't know that was gonna happen. I was like, I've never done that, so I peed the cum off of me. I'm just kidding.
That's fucking. He power washed her.
He power washed her with piss on her face. Pissed the cum off her face. It was so fucking awesome.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny, like coming and then laughing. Mm-hmm. It's like really funny. I don't think you should laugh when you come.
Yeah, maybe after. I think
not soon after. It needs to be. You need like an hour. I think. Yeah, because like my brain's like. I have a pronounced brow after I come.
You like The Rock?
No. Like my forehead sticks out like a fucking Neanderthal after I come. It's like
You need to find shelter after you come.
Yeah. I just bite an orange with the fucking skin on it.
One time I was watching like a cum shot compilation.
Best.
And this guy, and like
what else is there to watch?
Yeah, really. It's like the best part of the movie is the ending. I was watching a compilation, and this one guy, like I don't know if whoever made it, whatever, but they tried to sneak it in. It was this dude, like he was like, it was clearly piss. Like this guy was pissing on this woman's face, but he was pissing in bursts, so it looked like cum. And the first one, I was like the first like shot, I was like, wait a minute, but he just kept going, and she was in the bathtub. I'm like, he's just pissing on her. He's pissing on her, but in the bursts of cum. I'm like, that's gross. It's funny because it's like they're both like, it's so weird how like, because that like turned me off immediately. But it's weird how like
my buddy used to piss on his girlfriend.
But like
he used to tell us about it.
But
he'd be fucking. I'd be like, he'd be like, get in the tub. And then he'd go pee all over her.
Get in the tub.
Get in the tub.
That's the funniest fucking thing.
We laughed so fucking hard when he told us that.
Get in the tub.
Get it. He's like, I'll fucking yell at her. I'm like, get in the fucking tub.
In the tub. Is this somebody I've met?
No, they broke up like a long time ago.
But I mean, is it the buddy? Is it somebody I've met?
Have you met my buddy Reese?
Oh, you're just gonna say his name?
He doesn't give a fuck.
Okay, sure.
He doesn't watch this.
I don't think I've met Reese.
He doesn't watch this shit.
I haven't met Reese.
He would never watch this. He's so busy.
Reese is literally the name of somebody who would piss on somebody in the tub.
My buddy Reese, he lives in South Philly. He's
just give everybody his address. Yeah. He's fucking. Anyway, this guy with the piss kink.
Yeah, he's the man. He will piss on you if you ask.
Get in the tub.
Get in the fucking tub.
Get in the tub. Yeah. I feel bad telling Britt to get on her knees. Because then she's like, I'm like, I'm sorry. Get back.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
You're like, shut the
fuck up. She
gets
a pillow. She gets like a pillow to kneel on. I'm like, don't.
You should put the pillow down.
I should, yeah.
You should put the pillow down.
She gets mad at me because I don't do like aftercare or whatever.
If a guy puts the pillow down for me, I'm like, what you're about to do to me is not that bad now. Yeah. And it's like, I get like shot with an AA-12. It's like,
Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Britt will get mad because she's like, where's my aftercare? I'm like, I'll toss her a towel and be like, I'll be downstairs playing Fortnite.
You're like, you fart as you leave the room.
Pretty much. Yeah. I'm like, you thirsty?
Yeah.
You want me to get you a water?
You squirt a Gatorade at her.
I'm like, no, you have to overhead it.
You guys ever get food involved in your sex?
Ew, no.
No,
That's
no
gross.
chocolate strawberry?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, when we were like, our 1 year into dating, we were running out of new shit to try. So I was like, let me put honey on your tits. And I was like,
My buddy, same guy, piss guy, he put organic honey on his girlfriend's pussy, and she got like a kidney infection because there's like active like cultures in honey,
God.
and so she got like violently sick because they had sex with honey.
That's horrible.
Fucking dumbasses.
I mean, I put like honey on like her like boobs and stuff.
You can do that, but
Yeah,
you don't.
it's
You
like-
can't because you can't fuck with like a woman's pH balance. You can't like do anything with their pussy.
I know.
Don't like do anything down there.
Yeah.
Just for future reference.
You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it.
Yeah.
When I finally do have sex,
When you finally get to have sex,
my boys in high school used to be like, they used to give me advice like, Rob, and I'm like, shut up.
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna.
I was getting that. I was like 17 though. I was like, yo, is it gonna happen?
Oh man.
And then Britt texted me back, and I was like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
She might be special. I literally turned 8.
Have you ever gone Glock before?
Yeah. I remember like we like had our first like date or whatever, and we like kissed in my car, and I was like, all right, that was cool.
Oh, you kissed on the first date?
No. Oh, we kissed like mwah, like that.
Ooh,
Like, mwah.
that's really
our first
cute.
date. We like mwah, one
Like
of
how
those.
we kiss.
Yeah, like how we kissed pretty much. And then like by the second or third week, she was like, we should go into the backseat of your car, and I was like, oh, what are we gonna do back there? She was like, you'll see. And I was like,
Whoa.
wow. I was like, marriage. I was like, marriage.
That's the hottest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, marriage.
Yeah. Anybody showing even a slight bit of interest, I'm like, yeah.
Getting that text on an iPhone this big, it was the best. Whoop. Seeing that text. Whoop. Whoop.
Ooh.
Ooh. Whoop. What are we gonna do in the back? Whoop.
Whoop. Yeah, my wiener went whoop.
Whoop. Whoop. That old white iPhone.
And her head went ooh. Wiener went whoop. Her head went ooh.
Yeah.
I like that. That's funny.
Yeah. Fucking getting that text on fucking an old iPhone with the Call of Duty zombie fucking.
Getting a sexy text is still one of the top things.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Because it's loaded. It's a loaded message.
I was in Chicago last time.
You get the text message and you think of all of the things you could possibly do to that person.
especially when you're far away. Like when I was in Chicago, and Britt was home. I was sending her like the fucking I was like, you fucking wait till I get home. She's like, oh yeah. She was being like a bitch back. I was like, you fucking wait. You fucking. I was like,
I'm gonna get your mom involved.
I'm gonna get a plane right now, dude.
Yeah. Oh, hijack a fucking plane, crash it into your pussy.
Oh my god. I'm like, I just bought a bottle of zinc. I hope you're ready. She's like, what does that even mean? I'm like, you know.
You know
what it means.
It's like think about Albright. Is that what she went? Right?
Yeah, Albright. Yeah.
Yeah. You think about Albright. You think about those Albright loads.
Oh man.
Those Albright loads were all right.
In about 8 minutes, we're going to transition into part 2 of this episode on our Patreon. That's right, everybody. We're doing part 2 every episode. We were doing pre-games. We're still going to do that occasionally, but sometimes Jim will take a lift here, or I just don't have time to set up the equipment in the car. When we do eventually go back to doing the pre-games, I want to get a camera set up and make it proper and everything. But we want to take this time to thank all of our Patreon supporters, including our top dogs, Alaska Woods, Andrew Herbert, Miles Schultz, Tim Sislow, Mike Falls, and our boy Squall. We appreciate you guys so much, the top tier supporters, and we appreciate everybody who subscribes to the Patreon. Starts at $2, goes all the way up to $5,000. We've got some cool stuff. Once we get our shit together, I have a bunch of stuff I haven't uploaded to it yet that I'm gonna upload, and I know I keep saying that, but there's a reason why we've been recording the episodes day of uploading. Like, this is literally the day we're uploading because we've been so busy. We've just been missing fucking shit. It turns out we've been busy in a good way. We've been working on shit. You got some notes?
Well, I thought you were gonna plug some dates.
Oh yeah. Okay. So all right, that's actually a good idea. So this Friday, the 19th, January 19th, we're going to be at Fat Lady Brewing in Manayunk, Philadelphia. That's our monthly showcase. Come check it out. The 18th, the Port Comedy Club in Maryland. I'm going to be headlining. Jim's going to be featuring. That's this Thursday. The Port Comedy. It's on my link tree. If you're in Maryland, I think it's Maryland. I should probably know that. But that's Thursday the 18th. Come see us. Jim's going to be featuring. I'm going to be headlining. And then the 26th and 27th, we're going to be at, what the fuck's the name of that place?
Chesapeake Inn Theater.
We're going to be there. And then I have one more thing. The 17th, February 17th, I'm going to be in Scranton Comedy Club. Jim's going to be featuring as well. So come out to that February 17th. If you're in Scranton, Pennsylvania, tickets are not live for that yet, but send me a DM and I'll make sure you get them.
Nice.
What about you?
On Tuesday, I'm hosting at Helium. You can come through to that. And then on January 20th, I'm featuring for the hilarious Richie Redding. Make sure you get tickets to that. Everything's in my link tree. You could fucking find all that shit there. I made it really easy for you guys. On the 30th, I'm doing Funny Money. It's a new show by my friend Finessica at this place, Abyssinia in Philly. It's really fun. February 3rd, I'm featuring for a buddy of mine, comedian Top Flight. Very funny guy. And then after that, I've got Scranton Comedy Club with Rob Stant featuring for him. And then Sunday, February 18th, I have Sunday Service Comedy Brunch. It's this new thing I'm going to be headlining. It's super fun. There's like
where's that?
Philly. It's a fucking private chef teamed up.
I'm
with
on
us,
that, right?
And it's Rob Stantz on the show.
Hell
and
yeah.
there's probably going to be a couple more people. I think Teddy Carpenter is going to be on it. You know who that is?
Sick.
He's pretty funny.
Come check us out. It's going to be fun.
We've got all sorts of fat lady shows coming up. And, in May,
Tits
we've
Fest.
got Tits Fest. So
That's gonna be awesome.
Insane.
Yep. May. Oh, I'm looking at April. May 17th, 18th, and 19th.
We should start booking that. So if you're a comedian that listens to this and you would like to be considered, why don't you send us a fucking DM?
Yeah, send us a DM. If you haven't worked with us before, we haven't seen you, send us a tape too.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, dude. You
want to switch over?
No, we got 5 minutes. Let's leave on a cliffhanger. So they're like, oh, I want to hear the rest of that. Mm-hmm. Like, start a story and then we'll.
So do you want to hear the time?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
You want to hear about the time that do you have any stories?
Do I have any?
I have to think of a story.
We've been talked for almost 70 hours on this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, probably more than that. I'm trying to think of a story. If there's a story I've never told you. Oh, man, I could tell you about the time I pulled a knife on my dad.
Oh my God, do that, and then I'll follow it up with mine.
Okay, so I went deep into my memories to remember this. So I was way too young to have a knife. Mm-hmm. I was probably like, I don't know, maybe like 7. I want to say 7 or 8. My grandpa gifted me this knife, right? Mm-hmm. That was my grandpa gifted me this knife or whatever. It was this it had an eagle on it. And it was a switch. It was a flip blade or whatever. It had an eagle on it. It was in a showcase, right? Mm-hmm. And I was it was just sat on my shelf forever. And I knew that's your grandpa's knife. He got it for you. It's yours. But you can't touch it or whatever. I was like, okay. And then
yeah, they would tell you stuff and you'd listen. That's amazing.
I would listen. And then one day, my mom, she was trimming the hedges out back. And my dad was like, what are you doing to the hedges? You're fucking them up. And she was like, no, I'm doing it right. And he goes, give me that. And he grabs the hedges and he starts chomping away and making them even worse. And my mom was crying. My mom always overreacts to everything. Mm-hmm. She was crying hysterically. And I was like, oh my God, my mom's in trouble. As a 7-year-old kid. So I grabbed the knife and I went to, I didn't know what my plans were. I wasn't going to stab my dad. Obviously, but I ran out with a knife. My mom was like, what the fuck are you doing? Give me that. I was like, but you're crying. She was like, you fucking retard.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I couldn't have knives ever again, which is probably for the best.
Yeah, I still haven't seen you with one.
Yeah. And then my mom bought me
That's funny because I actually saw your mom cut your steak for you one time.
And my mom bought me a Ninja Star, but I'll talk about that on the Patreon.
So Rob gets steak and eggs when we go to the diner, and it's funny because he asked to get a spoon instead of a knife. Do you have a serrated spoon or something I'm allowed to have?
Just eat it like a...
Yeah, you eat it like a Rottweiler?
Yeah,
you put it on the floor?
Yeah. But you said you want to follow it up with a story.
Yeah, so I one time...
Oh, you know what, Jim? Talk about it on the Patreon.
Okay.
It sounds like whatever. What's the story about?
It's about pulling a knife on my dad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You did the same thing?
Well, I actually took the razor out of a box cutter and went after him with it.
I'm really excited to hear about that on part 2 on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, if you want to listen to that story, go over to the...
The comments are like, and we didn't.
And we didn't. And we didn't. And we won't.
And we won't.
Patreon.com/2 in the Stink podcast. We're going over to part 2. We are hoping to have a guest next week, our boy TJ.
TJ Lee.
He was supposed to be...
He had work all day.
He had work all day. We couldn't have him. Rest in peace.
We're gonna go to dinner. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Where does he work?
That was. He works at the potty store. He works at a toy store.
He makes slime for a living. Makes slime. That's hilarious.
It's crazy. His job. He told me what his tools are. He has 6 microwaves next to each other, and then a big mixer. That's his job. he microwaves slime and then like puts it in a mixer.
That's kind of funny.
He's like, I love it. He's like, it's so fucking mindless. I listen to podcasts and audiobooks all day.
When I make slime, I usually just dump it in my toilet.
Yeah, or your wife's face.
Yeah. But anyway, dude, I want to talk about this on the Patreon too. I listened to 50 Cent's book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good.
I love pretending to not know that you did that.
Oh, yeah, because I told you that already. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we
did. Fake enthusiasm is like my favorite.
Stink it forward. Share this podcast with your friends. We got so much fun stuff we can't wait for you guys to see in the future. Give us those 5 stars on Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. We check the reviews. We read them. And we appreciate all the nice things you guys are saying. We love you. Wash your hands. See you on the Patreon.